Welcome to the Rise as One podcast. As every week, I am your host, Joe Shermer. I am here in Brookfield, Connecticut. Happy Monday. I've been executing all day long today. That's why it's so late right here now. It's almost 10 o'clock on the East Coast. I just got off the phone with a good friend of mine from California. He's like, the sun is shining here, Joe. The sun is shining. I said, it's pitch black here, but it's a full moon. So the message I said today was, don't be afraid of the dark. Don't be afraid of the dark. We all go through the darkness. We all go through the light. But for some reason, as a young person, we are told, do not be afraid of the dark. And what happens? We got afraid of the dark. Until you can see in the dark. I know when I was in the military, we had night vision goggles. You can see everything in the dark with night vision goggles. You can see the enemy. You can see bugs. You can see insects. Everything in the dark. So I know a lot of my friends right now, and you know who you are going through the darkness. I just got off the phone with Miguel, and he said, you know what, Joe? This is the best place to be. It's the best place to be in the dark. Why? Because this is what's going to, the real growth is going to happen when you have trials, issues, challenges, obstacles in your life. This is what's going to make you a man. This is what's going to make you a woman. To push through. As I can see the moon behind me. That's all you need is that little glimmer of light. Just a glimpse. You don't need all of it. Eventually you'll find your way out into that light. But the darkness is where you're going to get stronger. You're going to get wiser for tomorrow's battles. So I encourage you, each and every one of you, don't be afraid of the dark. I just thought about this. Episode 13. Friday the 13th, we always talk Freddy and all this crazy stuff about camping and going out into the darkness. Don't be afraid of the dark. You just never know when that little glimmer of hope behind you, in front of you, on the side of you, is going to be exactly what you need to push through. I'm praying for you brothers out there, going through the darkness, going through the storms, going through the challenges. Prayed for you yesterday. I'll pray for you again tomorrow. But own your mistakes. Don't blame others. Don't compare yourself to others. Own your mistakes. It's not about comparison. It's about owning who you are. If you make a mistake, own it. Because as soon as you blame somebody else, what about this guy? What about that guy? They were doing this. She was doing that. You're giving away your power. You're not growing by blaming somebody else. You're not going to get through the darkness by comparing yourself to somebody else. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Stop making it wrong. Last week's episode, we talked about this. Is it right? Is it wrong? It's just what is. Maybe the Father's making you stronger for tomorrow's challenges. But all I know is if you can see that one glimmer of hope, that one spark of light, maybe it's in another person speaking life into you, you will find your way through and you will come out stronger. You will come out wiser. Then you can make the impact you've been chosen to make. So when you come back into the light, know that other people that are in that darkness, you can be the light for them. Because you've been there, you've fought the battle, you've gone through it. Share your story with them. That'll help them see what they couldn't see before. So I know my phone is dying. Yes, I'm crazy on top of this roof of my house here in Connecticut. 10 o'clock at night, but the voice is never wrong. And it said, share your light with the world. And those that are in the darkness, they can see that beacon of hope. They'll help get them through. As always, if you like this, if you can relate to this, if you believe that this is something you know in your life that can hear this message that may help that 1, 2, 3, 4 people, share this message with them. Because in the end, it's impossible to rise as one when you're going it alone. It's impossible when you're doing it for you. It's not about you. It's about us rising as one. So thank you for listening to these messages. If you want to follow this movement, there is more coming. We are just getting started. And for my brothers out there going through the darkness right now, get stronger. Fight with everything you've got. Fight for what is right. And you know exactly what to do, because all you need is within you now. Thank you. Good night. Peace out. Love you all.